Okay, so Chase has tomorrow off, which is Friday. So he has a 3-day weekend this weekend. So we decided, since Isaac and Chase and I have not been getting great sleep these past few nights, Isaac's been waking up a lot more, just like little sounds have been waking all of us up. We're not getting as good as sleep. So we decided, since he was okayed at his last pediatrician's appointment to start sleep training, that we are going to do a modified version of Ferber this weekend. So far it's been a little bit difficult for me, just emotionally, because Isaac has a very emotional cry. We did our nighttime routine where he ate and took a bath and we read him a book, and so we decided to turn on a nightlight, put him down in his crib, turn off the lights, close the door. He started wailing pretty immediately. Chase says it's not that dramatic, but to me, it's very hard. I tried to put headphones on and it just made me feel worse. So I took him off and kind of listened to him cry a little bit. He cried for 5 minutes. Chase timed himself. He said, I'm not going to stay in there for more than 3 minutes because otherwise it's just counterproductive. He went in there, rubbed his back, shushed him, loving on him without getting his attention. So he stayed in there for 3 minutes and then left again. This time we set the timer for 7 minutes. Isaac cried and wailed the entire 7 minutes. Chase went in there for 3 minutes to calm him down, and he is out like a light. He's sleeping on his tummy, which is fine since he put himself there. He had a little bit of sniffles as Chase was calming him down the second time, but when Chase left, closed the door, he was sound asleep. Sure, we're gonna wake up at some point tonight because he wakes up still about 2 times a night, and usually he needs to he kind of comfort nurses to go back to sleep, but the point of sleep training is so he can put himself to sleep without needing to comfort nurse. We're gonna see how he does tonight. No matter what, I'm not bringing him back to the room, even if that means Chase and I have to be up all night tonight. But as of right now, he is out. It is currently 8:07. These past few nights, he's been waking up around midnight. Like I said, he's been waking up a little bit more. He usually wakes up around 3, and then he's been doing another wake up between then and when we're up for the day. And he's just been waking up earlier for the day as well. Hopefully, him being in his own room, teaching himself how to go to sleep, is going to make everything a lot easier. And hopefully, we're going to cut out those overnight wake-ups. Hopefully, that means my husband and I can have our bedroom back to ourselves for the first time in 6.5 months. So, wish us luck. Okay, so it is currently 10:05. He's been asleep for a little over 2 hours. There he is. You can see him, I think. This is the position that we left him in when Chase soothed him for the last time. He has moved around and stirred a couple of times, but never even fussed. He literally picked his head up, kind of moved it around and put it back down and went back to sleep. Their sleep cycles are about 40 minutes long, and Isaac's always been very true to that. He's gone through a couple of sleep cycles already. Like I said, he kind of adjusted himself. I only sent Chase in there once so far to make sure he was breathing. He kind of does this thing where he'll prop his face up on his hand, and so that makes me a little nervous. But he went in there, saw his body moving and heard him breathing, so that makes me feel better. I'm doing my best not to go in there. I haven't gone in yet. He's kind of making a couple of rustling sounds right now, but to be fair, I have the volume on high, so I'm gonna put it down a little bit where it was. I'll probably go to bed pretty soon. I don't currently feel that tired, but I'm also used to laying down by this time of night. And also, I don't want to wear myself out in case Isaac wakes up in the middle of the night and doesn't go back down. However, we planned this on a weekend when we knew we didn't have plans. So we don't have anything in particular to do tomorrow other than hang out. I feel like he's making little noises, but that might just be the monitor. We've never really had to use it before because he sleeps in our room. And he doesn't nap in his crib yet, which I'm starting to think I'm going to need to train him to sleep in his crib for naps as well. It seems like it's going too well right now, so I'm kind of weary and I'm gonna stay on my toes. So yeah, This has the wrong time on it. It says it's 6:14 p.m., which is not accurate. It also says that it's 77 degrees in there, which there's no way it is that hot. That's not real. It is currently 11:10. Chase and I are about to lay down and watch an episode of The Handmaid's Tale. A little after 10:30. We had been asleep for about 2.5 hours. Isaac woke up, started fussing. Chase waited 10 minutes, went in there, soothed him. He passed back out. I mean, he's been waking up around midnight, so we'll see around the end of this episode if he's awake and go from there. And maybe he'll just make it to morning. So instead of filming every time I woke up last night, I just jotted down some stuff in my notes app. At 12:30, he woke up. He cried for about 5 minutes and then put himself back to sleep. Then 20 minutes later, at 12:50, he woke up for 8 minutes, cried for 8 minutes, and then put himself back to sleep, which I think is interesting because Chase did 5 and 7 minute intervals whenever we started the night. So I wonder if that has anything to like do with it. I woke up for the next time at 5:15 this morning. And that's not because something woke me up. It's because I woke myself up. My body woke me up. But also what I think is funny about that is 10 minutes later at 5:25, Isaac woke up. He cried for 4 minutes and then went back to sleep. But I did not go back to sleep. I think I just wrote this part down because I thought it was cute. At 5:56, he was awake and he had his head up and he was like looking around the room. And then I saw him just like conk back out. I obviously wouldn't have noticed it, but I was just awake. And a few minutes later at 5:59, he woke up for 7 minutes and then went back to sleep. So once again, he had that 4 minute interval and then about 30 minutes later had a 7 minute interval, which I don't know. I don't know if there's anything to that or if I'm just projecting. 7 o'clock, he started fussing a little bit. I decided I thought he might be hungry since it had been like 12 hours since he had eaten. So I got up, I went and changed him, I fed him, and I put him back down 15 minutes later. He talked to himself for a little bit, and then I put 7:20. I guess he's sleeping. So that's about the time Chase and I got up. We made ourselves, Chase made us some breakfast. He's kind of been having like a little fussy moments. So this is him right now. He spun himself this way. And he's just, he's sleeping again, and it is now 8 a.m. So I don't think we really could have expected that to go any better than it went. The only thing that I would say I regret is I did not take my pump out of Isaac's room before we put him down. And part of the reason I got up to feed him at 7 is because I needed some relief. I imagine tonight will go well as well. I love baby hair. So today was kind of interesting. Like I said, I fed Isaac at 7 o'clock whenever he was kind of stirring and babbling. He fussed a little bit, but then he slept again until 8:30 this morning, which is the latest he slept definitely all week because he's been getting up so early this week. Naps today were kind of a crapshoot. He doesn't nap in his crib, but after he did so well in his crib last night, we thought we would give that a try, and it did not go well. Obviously, we didn't do his whole bedtime routine before we put him down. It's a little bit brighter. We do have a darkening shade, but we don't have like blackout curtains, which at this point I'm kind of considering, just because if it helps him nap in there, that would be so awesome. Today we tried to put him down for a nap and we gave up after an hour because he literally cried. The whole time. We did take a couple of times to go in there and soothe him. Chase did it this morning for that first nap, and then he was just like not having it. But this little boy was so tired. He was in his jumperoo, that contraption right there, and literally fell asleep in it. I mean, I obviously did not let him stay like that very long. I don't know. It was just crazy. I thought it was so ridiculous. And then I ended up just like nursing him to take a nap so he would get some rest. He only slept for about one sleep cycle. And literally that and maybe another 20 minutes at a different nursing was all the nap he took today. So I know he's exhausted right now because he gets so overtired during nap time, and he just is really used to being cuddled. And you know, I feel like people try and get on to me saying I'm doing something wrong for that. If I don't mind it and it's not hurting him and it's something he wants, like, let me live my mom life. Anyway, he didn't get a lot of good naps. We did try banana for the first time today. We did a puree and he absolutely loved it. The only other puree I'd say he loves is his squash. So it's good that we found another one that he'll like and eat a little more often. Around 7, we started to calm Isaac down for the night. I'm going to start doing like a little lotion massage with him, which he seemed to like a lot. He was smiling and we were calm, and I was kind of humming to him, getting him in the mood for bed. Changed him. I nursed him a little bit for probably about 10 minutes, which is all he needs to eat now. And then we read to him. We're actually reading Harry Potter, the illustrated version. We know that he's not really on that level yet, but everybody just says read them whatever, as long as you're reading to them, it's fine. And it's fun because Chase hasn't read the Harry Potter books since he was in elementary school, I think. And it's been like a year and a half since I've read them. So getting to experience it as a little family is really fun. We finally got him down a little bit before 8 o'clock. And so we decided to up the times tonight. We started with 10 minutes. So I went and laid him down, kissed him, sang him a little lullaby, left him in his room, closed the door, walked away. I set my timer for 10 minutes. He cried the whole 10 minutes, so I went in there for probably 2 or 3 minutes and just kind of shushed him and, you know, rubbed his belly, made him happy, and then I left. Closed the door, started a new timer. Second one was for 12 minutes. He didn't make it 2 minutes into that timer without passing out. Like, we didn't have to reach the 15-minute timer last night. Maybe we won't even need to reach the 12-minute timer tonight. I'm guessing he'll wake up a few more times, but he's already getting so good at this. I'm so proud, and it makes me really, really happy because I have a little bit of anxiety about sleep training. And so I'm just so happy it's working out. If it goes as well as it did last night, I'll need to pump before I go to bed tonight. So hopefully tonight goes as well as last night did. And we're on our way to a baby that actually sleeps through the night, because that would be pretty awesome. So we fixed the date and time down here. The temperature is definitely not right. Our thermostat is currently set to 73. We have it on. We have his fan on all the way. But he's just cuddled up, resting. I had literally planned to like set up the camera when I went in there next time, because I was definitely expecting to have to soothe him again. But he is out. So fingers crossed it keeps going well. Okay, so last night was another great night. He woke up around 8:20, cried for a couple minutes, put himself to sleep. Around 11, Chase and I were still awake. He woke up, cried for a couple minutes, put himself back to sleep. I think he had a little fussy moment around 5:30 this morning. And then again at 7, and then we got him out of bed at 8 this morning. Once again, naps were kind of meh today, but he slept so good last night. We lengthened the amount of time before we're going in there. So tonight we started with 12 minutes, and then 15, and then I did 18. That was just now. he actually seems like he's calmed down now, finally. I really just want him to get some rest because I know he's tired. He was yawning while we were reading to him. He looked so sleepy. He was getting like a little because he was so tired. So we didn't even finish the chapter. We decided we were going to go ahead and lay him down. So that's what we did. And then this has been going on. But right now I'm looking at the monitor and I think he's done. So, and it's 8:20. Thursday night when we got started, I posted in my Facebook mom group our February bumpers about how I was kind of nervous and just about how I was really anxious listening to Isaac cry. It's easier whenever you're talking to people who are literally going through the same thing at the same time. The best thing that has helped me like calm my nerves, and it's just like helped me so much. I'm just gonna read it because I thought it was awesome and I wish somebody would have said this to me sooner. We sleep trained and it was hard because she cried for like 2 hours the first 2 nights, which Isaac did not do that bad. He's crying again. Tonight is the longest he's cried. It's still only been about 40 minutes and it's just so much. I don't know what the regression is this 3rd night. I know that there's so many outside things. Like he could be cutting a tooth right now, but I would have no idea. He's got 3 teeth already, but I don't know what's going so differently tonight. I don't know. It's really like hard to listen to your baby cry. We sleep trained and it was hard because she cried for like 2 hours the first 2 nights. What I told myself is she isn't in need other than needing to learn how to self-soothe. And this is how that's going to happen. Once I detached her crying from her being sad to her working on a new skill, it was a lot easier. Just repeat, this is for their own good. I'm doing them a disservice going in there and giving them what they're crying for. With Ferber Method, it is a little different. You do go in there. Oh, look. And he's out. You do go in there, but we haven't been making eye contact. We don't talk to him. We just shush and we soothe. Like, I just kind of pat him on his back or pat him on his stomach. It depends on how he's laying. And I said, I love you when I leave. So hopefully tonight gets a little better. He seems to be calming down now. Hopefully he is, because I'm letting Chase play video games right now. The first night he basically did it by himself because I couldn't bring myself to go in there. Separating and saying, you know, he isn't sad. And we always say babies don't cry for no reason. They always need something when they're crying. And what he needs right now is to teach himself how to self-soothe. While room sharing did work for us, it got to the point where all of us were losing sleep over it. And this has been so good for us the past couple of nights. So I just have my fingers crossed that he stays calm like he is right now. My sweet boy. And that we make it through this night just as well as we made it through the other 2. Some websites say it could take them up to a week to get in their systems to be put down and just immediately fall asleep without crying at all. So I'm kind of getting some moments to actually get stuff done and not have to worry that he's safe or that he's occupied, because he is safe and he's getting some much needed rest. Waking him up in the morning and going get him has been so much fun. Just seeing that smile as soon as he sees us. But now he's resting and hopefully we can all get some rest tonight. So it is Sunday morning. We are on our way to church. Isaac went down, like I said, around 8:20, 8:30 last night. Like finally done fussing and crying. Yeah, when he was finally done fussing and crying, he didn't wake up again all night. So I guess the 40 minutes of fussing was worth it. He fussed a little around 6 this morning and then again around 7, and then we went and got him up a little after 8, and then we got ready for church and we're all well rested. So cool.
For the first time in forever.
There'll be magic, there'll be fun. But that's where I'm going to end the video. We're obviously going to keep up with this. If there are any of the middle of the night wake ups during the week, I'm going to take care of it just because I don't have to wake up at a certain time to go to work and like focus on solving computer problems or whatever it is Chase does at work.
We're excited for this to seem to be working, and we'll keep you guys updated on Isaac Monthly.
So if you're interested in following along, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell down below to get notifications when we post. See you guys in the next one.